Attempting to think our way out of the ego only tightens the knot of our suffering. Moving beyond that logic requires us to recognize that the physical universe is consciousness made visible. What we perceive as solid matter is actually the result of electromagnetic impulses. Our thoughts and emotional patterns act as the blueprints that shape the world around us. There is a natural law of existence, where whatever we carry in our minds eventually externalizes. When our collective consciousness is dominated by the frequency of fear, those vibrations take physical shape as disease, poverty, and the friction of systemic conflict. We are broadcasting the exact suffering we hope to avoid. To change the world we see, we must first change the frequency we project. The alternative is divine consciousness. This is a state of perfect resonance, an energetic equilibrium balanced by the stillness of pure love. This chart contrasts our current frequency with the divine. On one side, the static of judgment, envy, and confusion. On the other, wholeness and compassion. The ego relies on resistance and control, draining vitality. Divine consciousness provides flow and ease, sustaining us. This is not a distant deity to be worshipped, but the foundational intelligence love that allows everything in the universe to exist. It is the nature of the power that brought you into being. The suffering of earth consciousness is a product of our own interference. The silent, balanced resonance of the divine is the true underlying reality. Bridging the gap between these two states is an active process. It requires a deliberate daily effort to tuning our internal receiver to a higher bandwidth. We begin by stepping away from the noise of the physical world. By quieting the intellect and the constant chatter of the brain, we create the space necessary for inner silence. In this silence, we have to identify and release the rigid conditioning and traditional beliefs that keep us anchored. These human concepts often act as a barrier, preventing us from sensing anything beyond our own indoctrination. As we let go of that baggage, we invite the frequency of divine loving intelligence to seep into our mind. We allow this refined energy to alter your thoughts and your very perspective on existence. This consistent practice systematically dissolves the feeling of being separate. It allows the individual to finally realign with their original source. When you shift your internal frequency, you change the energy imprint you leave on the world. Because matter responds to consciousness, your physical body and your circumstances begin to realign with that internal harmony. This brings about a state of life more abundant. It is characterized by physical well-being and unexpected synchronicities, and a sense of ease that replaces the old struggle for survival. Even when you encounter external conflict, your response changes. Instead of reflecting the trauma and reacting with anger, your consciousness remains poised in peace, seeing the error and allowing it to return to the nothingness it came from. You become a transparency for the divine. You no longer contribute to the global noise, but instead broadcast compassion and love into every situation you encounter.